Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A 3-yard pickup.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How do they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills 0. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And running with power here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 75 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And the Dolphins 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Tackle on the play by Christian Benford.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Again, it's Achane. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the kick. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Alec Ingold from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Dolphins 14, Bills 7. Jason Sanders to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. That's completed right side to Palmer. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. That is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
64-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
17 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
And again, it's Allen. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Pass on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Brings up second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Down the left sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua going to throw.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
I couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. This goes out wide from Madison.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll go Madison up the middle. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Throwing Tua.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Here's Tua. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
First down, Miami.
Now Tua. They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brings up second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Tua.
Now we'll tuck this and run. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. Third down now. Now Tua. He'll try and do this himself. And he's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Lining up for a two-point conversion.
Tua.
Now a run here off the RPO. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's letting it fly for Cooks.
This ball intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick